are still above, the tables in a line. A pale shade through the doorway says morning is nearby. I switch one lamp on softly and let the shadows move. The room begins to gather its warmth inside the blue. The street is not awakened, the clock is moving slow. I have this little moment before the first hello. The room is holding its breath, the early light is low. Before the cafe opens, before the cafe opens, I let the new day enter at its own gentle pace and keep a little stillness before the cafe opens. I lower every chair and place them one by one. The wood begins to brighten beneath the rising sun. A clean guitar is playing, the road is warm and near. The quiet feels like something I want to carry here. The room is holding its breath, the early light is low. Before the cafe opens, before the cafe opens, I let the new day enter at its own gentle pace and keep a little stillness before the cafe opens. Turns to amber, the darker blue is gone. I stand inside the morning before the sign comes on.
A narrow shade of morning falls softly on the wood. The counter holds the color as gently as it could. The cups remain in shadow, the room is cool and still. A little light is climbing across the coffee mill. The darker blue is leaving the edges of the room. I watch the morning enter without arriving too soon. A gentle glow is resting where the quiet used to gather. Pale light by the counter, pale light by the counter. It warms the waiting glasses and makes the room feel softer. I breathe beside the color of the pale light by the counter. I fold a clean white towel and place it near the tray. The sunlight moves a little with every passing gray. A single chord is fading, the bass stays warm below. The cafe starts to feel like somewhere people know. A gentle glow is resting where the quiet used to gather. Pale light by the counter. Pale light by the counter. It warms the waiting glasses and makes the room feel softer. I breathe beside the color of the pale light by the counter. The street begins to brighten. The room becomes much warmer. I stay inside the first glow by the counter.
A small click in the silence, a low and rising sound. The water starts to warm while blue light gathers round. The room is still half sleeping. The counter holds the gray. A thread of steam is forming at the opening of day. The quiet starts to loosen. The air begins to move. One simple sound is bringing the cafe back into the room. A gentle breath is rising. The morning comes in bloom. The kettle wakes the room. The kettle wakes the room. The warmth reaches the counter and takes away the blue. The day begins so softly when the kettle wakes the room. I measure out the coffee and listen as it grows. The rhythm in the water moves easy, warm and slow. The first bird near the doorway is calling from outside. The room begins to answer with a warmth it cannot hide. A gentle breath is rising. The morning comes in bloom. The kettle wakes the room. The kettle wakes the room. The warmth reaches the counter and takes away the blue. The day begins so softly when the kettle wakes the room. The water settles quiet. The sunlight enters through. A little steam is floating in the newly waking room.
The filter waits above me. The water settles clear. The scent begins to gather and tells me morning is here. A golden line of sunlight moves gently down the wall. I lift the kettle slowly and listen to it fall. The circle grows much wider. The darker color blooms. A little warmth is moving to every part of the room. The day begins in rhythm. much warmer. The steam begins to rise. The street beyond the doorway is opening its eyes. I take a quiet moment before the work begins. The first taste of the morning feels gentle from within. The day begins in rhythm, soft and reassuring. First pour of the morning. First pour of the morning. A simple kind of comfort, a new day slowly forming. I breathe beside the fragrance of the first pour of the morning. The room is filled with color. The darker blue is going. I hold the cup between my hands. The first warm pour still glowing.
I lower every chair and place it on the floor. The morning moves in softly through the half-open door. I straighten every table and leave a little space. The room begins to find its warm, familiar shape. One small thing follows another, no reason to move fast. The cafe comes together as the darker colors pass. One chair, one cup, the early rhythm holds me, setting the table slowly. Setting the table slowly. The sunlight crosses over the wooden room below me. I let the day begin while setting the table slowly. I fold the corner napkins and set them in a row. A clean guitar behind me keeps everything in flow. The street is getting louder, but here the pace is mild. I pause beside the counter and cannot help but smile. One chair, one cup, the early rhythm holds me, setting the table slowly. Setting the table slowly. The sunlight crosses over the wooden room below me. I let the day begin while setting the table slowly. Is nearly ready. The morning starts to show. I make the final small change, then let the rhythm go.
porcelain catches a little morning glow. I place each cup together and leave them in a row. Their handles face the same way, their shadows touch the wood. The room feels almost ready, the way I hoped it would. They wait for hands to hold them, for voices not yet near. A dozen quiet moments are slowly gathering here, ready for the stories that morning soon will know. Cups waiting in a row, cups waiting in a row. The light moves gently through them and makes the porcelain glow. The day is almost starting with cups waiting in a row. One cup reminds me softly of someone from before, who always chose the corner beside the garden door. The thought is warm and passing, it does not make me sad. It only leaves a color inside the morning glass, ready for the stories that morning soon will know. Cups waiting in a row, cups waiting in a row. The light moves gently through them and makes the porcelain glow. The day is almost starting with cups waiting in a row. The counter turns to golden, the street begins to flow. I leave a space for everyone, with cups waiting in a row.
The sky beyond the doorway is turning into rose. A color from another time returns before I know. You used to love this hour before the streets were loud. I hear the way you said it, though no one is around. The light reaches the counter and touches everything. A memory comes softly with what the morning brings. The gold across the rooftops brings one thought back to life. Your name in the sunrise, your name in the sunrise. It does not make me lonely, it only feels like light. A gentle thing I carry, like your name in the sunrise. I set your favorite cup beside the others there, then smile at my old habit and move it with some care. The day keeps growing brighter, the thought begins to fade, but something warm remains in every choice I make. The gold across the rooftops brings one thought back to life. Your name in the sunrise, your name in the sunrise. It does not make me lonely, it only feels like light. A gentle thing I carry, like your name in rose becomes a morning, the memory stays kind. I keep a little sunlight beside your name in mine.
You sat beside the doorway, your hands around the cup. The street was barely moving, the sun was coming up. We spoke about the small things and watched the color change. The simple early hour that never felt the same. The room returns around me exactly as before, but memory leaves a warmth along the wooden floor. A little gold, a little blue, the morning we remember, the morning we remember. No promise made, no grand goodbye, just quiet time together. I keep it like the sunlight from the morning we remember. The chair is near the garden, the table keeps its place. I sometimes see the sunrise and almost see your face. I do not wish to change it or bring the moment back. The memory is enough to leave a gentle trace. A little gold, a little blue, the morning we remember, the morning we remember. No promise made, no grand goodbye, just quiet time together. I keep it like the sunlight from the morning we remember. The cafe fills with daylight, the past becomes much softer. I carry something golden from the morning we remember.
The sunlight meets the doorway and settles on the floor. It brings back one small moment from many days before. You said the road was changing, but we would meet again. The words were never formal, but stayed with me since then. The years can move between us, the morning still returns, and every softer color reminds me what I learned. You never needed paper words that we could hold, a promise in pale gold, a promise in pale gold, to keep a little kindness wherever we may go. I see it in the sunrise, like a promise in pale gold. I open up the curtains and let the new light in. The room becomes much brighter. The day is set to begin. I do not know the distance or where your road has gone, but something in that promise still helps me carry on. And never needed paper or words that we could hold, a promise in pale gold, a promise in pale gold, to keep a little kindness, to keep a little kindness wherever we may go. Where I see it in the sunrise, like a promise in pale gold. The street begins its movement. The morning starts to unfold. I carry what you gave me in a promise made of gold.
The street has found its rhythm. A bicycle moves past. A voice across the crossing is carried through the glass. And footsteps near the entrance come closer one by one. The room is almost ready, the waiting nearly done. I straighten up the menu and take a quiet breath. The world is coming nearer with every gentle step. The morning sends a signal I have been waiting for. Footsteps beyond the door. Footsteps beyond the door. The cafe holds its warmth for everyone who comes. A new day is arriving with footsteps beyond the door. A shadow crosses lightly, then pauses near the sign. The sunlight on the pavement has grown from pale to bright. I place the final cup down and look across the room. The quiet is not ending, it only changes form. The morning sends a signal I have been waiting for. Footsteps beyond the door. Footsteps beyond the door. The cafe holds its warmth for everyone who comes. A new day is arriving with footsteps beyond the door. The street continues moving, the light reaches the floor. I smile and hear the morning in the footsteps by the door.
The table's all ready, the cups are set in place. The morning fills the doorway and warms the quiet space. I check the room behind me, then reach toward the glass. The darker hours are over, the waiting time has passed. The street is moving faster, but here the rhythm stays. I take the final moment before I start the day. A simple little motion and morning gathers round, turning the sign around, turning the sign around. The room is open-hearted, the chairs are waiting now. I welcome in the new day, turning the sign around. A familiar face is waiting, a few steps from the door. I lift my hand in greeting, like many days before. The light moves through the cafe, the road is warm and clear. The work of every morning has brought the moment here. A simple little motion and morning gathers round, turning the sign around, turning the sign around. The room is open-hearted, the chairs are waiting now. I welcome in the new day, turning the sign around. The first small bell is ringing, the street becomes the sound. A brand new day begins as I turn the sign around.
The door is standing open, the air is fresh and clear. The sounds along the pavement are slowly drawing near. The sunlight meets the tables and travels through the room. The cafe holds the quiet but makes a little room for voices and for laughter, for stories yet to start. The morning brings them closer and opens every heart. Open up the doorway, let a new day begin. Let the morning in, let the morning in. Keep the gentle stillness, but welcome every wind. The room becomes much warmer when we let the morning in. The first cup finds a table, a chair moves on the floor. A simple morning greeting comes comes softly through the door. The hours wait before us, unwritten, warm and wide. I carry all the calmness of early dawn inside. Open up the doorway, let a new day begin. Let the morning in, let the morning in. Keep the gentle stillness, but welcome every wind. The room becomes much warmer when we let the morning in. The rose becomes a whisper, the sunlight settles in. Another day is starting. Let the morning in.
The chairs are still above, the tables in a line. A pale shade through the doorway says morning is nearby. I switch one lamp on softly and let the shadows move. The room begins to gather its warmth inside the blue. The street is not awakened, the clock is moving slow. I have this little moment before the first hello. The room is holding its breath, the early light is low. Before the cafe opens, before the cafe opens, I let the new day enter at its own gentle pace and keep a little stillness before the cafe opens. I lower every chair and place them one by one. The wood begins to brighten beneath the rising sun. A clean guitar is playing, the road is warm and near. The quiet feels like something I want to carry here. The room is holding its breath, the early light is low. Before the cafe opens, before the cafe opens, I let the new day enter at its own gentle pace and keep a little stillness before the cafe opens. The doorway turns to amber, the darker blue is gone. I stand inside the morning before the sign comes on.
A narrow shade of morning falls softly on the wood. The counter holds the color as gently as it could. The cups remain in shadow, the room is cool and still. A little light is climbing across the coffee mill. The darker blue is leaving the edges of the room. I watch the morning enter without arriving too soon. A gentle glow is resting where the quiet used to gather. Pale light by the counter. Pale light by the counter. It warms the waiting glasses and makes the room feel softer. I breathe beside the color of the pale light by the counter. I fold a clean white towel and place it near the tray. The sunlight moves a little with every passing gray. A single chord is fading, the bass stays warm below. The cafe starts to feel like somewhere people know. A gentle glow is resting where the quiet used to gather. Pale light by the counter. Pale light by the counter. It warms the waiting glasses and makes the room feel softer. I breathe beside the color of the pale light by the counter. The street begins to brighten, the room becomes much warmer. I stay inside the first glow by the counter.
A small click in the silence, a low and rising sound. The water starts to warm while blue light gathers round. The room is still half sleeping, the counter holds the gray. A thread of steam is forming at the opening of day. The quiet starts to loosen, the air begins to move. One simple sound is bringing the cafe back into the room. A gentle breath is rising, the morning comes in bloom. The kettle wakes the room, the kettle wakes the room. The warmth reaches the counter and takes away the blue. The day begins so softly when the kettle wakes the room. I measure out the coffee and listen as it grows. The rhythm in the water moves easy, warm and slow. The first bird near the doorway is calling from outside. The room begins to answer with a warmth it cannot hide. A gentle breath is rising, the morning comes in bloom. The kettle wakes the room, the kettle wakes the room. The warmth reaches the counter and takes away the blue. The day begins so softly when the kettle wakes the room. settles quiet, the sunlight enters through. A little steam is floating in the newly waking room.
The filter waits above me, the water settles clear. The scent begins to gather and tells me morning is here. A golden line of sunlight moves gently down the wall. I lift the kettle slowly and listen to it fall. The circle grows much wider, the darker color blooms. A little warmth is moving to every part of the room. The day begins in rhythm, soft and reassuring. First pour of the morning, first pour of the morning. A simple kind of comfort, a new day slowly forming. I breathe beside the fragrance of the first pour of the morning. The cup becomes much warmer, the steam begins to rise. The street beyond the doorway is opening its eyes. I take a quiet moment before the work begins. The first taste of the morning feels gentle from within. The day begins in rhythm, soft and reassuring. First pour of the morning, first pour of the morning. A simple kind of comfort, a new day slowly forming. I breathe beside the fragrance of the first pour of the morning. The room is filled with color, the darker blue is going. I hold the cup between my hands, the first warm pour still glowing.
I lower every chair and place it on the floor. The morning moves in softly through the half-open door. I straighten every table and leave a little space. The room begins to find its warm, familiar shape. One small thing follows another, no reason to move fast. The cafe comes together as the darker colors pass. One chair, one cup, the early rhythm holds me, setting the table slowly, setting the table slowly. The sunlight crosses over the wooden room below me. I let the day begin while setting the table slowly. in a row. A clean guitar behind me keeps everything in flow. The street is getting louder, but here the pace is mild. I pause beside the counter and cannot help but smile. One chair, one cup, the early rhythm holds me, setting the table slowly. Setting the table slowly. The sunlight crosses over the wooden room below me. I let the day begin while setting the table slowly. Is nearly ready. The morning starts to show. I make the final small change, then let the rhythm go.
Porcelain catches a little morning glow. I place each cup together and leave them in a row. Their handles face the same way, their shadows touch the wood. The room feels almost ready, the way I hoped it would. They wait for hands to hold them, for voices not yet near. A dozen quiet moments are slowly gathering here, ready for the stories that morning soon will know. Cups waiting in a row, cups waiting in a row. The light moves gently through them and makes the porcelain glow. The day is almost starting, with cups waiting in a row. One cup reminds me softly of someone from before, who always chose the corner beside the garden door. The thought is warm and passing, it does not make me sad. It only leaves a color inside the morning glass, ready for the stories that morning soon will know. Cups waiting in a row, cups waiting in a row. The light moves gently through them and makes the porcelain glow. The day is almost starting, with cups waiting in a row. The counter turns to golden, the street begins to flow. I leave a space for everyone, with cups waiting in a row.
The sky beyond the doorway is turning into rose. A color from another time returns before I know. You used to love this hour before the streets were loud. I hear the way you said it, though no one is around. The light reaches the counter and touches everything. A memory comes softly with what the morning brings. The gold across the rooftops brings one thought back to life. Your name in the sunrise, your name in the sunrise. It does not make me lonely, it only feels like light. A gentle thing I carry, like your name in the sunrise. I set your favorite cup beside the others there, then smile at my old habit and move it with some care. The day keeps growing brighter, the thought begins to fade, but something warm remains in every choice I make. The gold across the rooftops brings one thought back to life. Your name in the sunrise, your name in the sunrise. It does not make me lonely, it only feels like light. A gentle thing I carry, like your name in the sunrise. The rose becomes a morning, the memory stays kind. I keep a little sunlight beside your name in mine. You sat beside the doorway, your hands around the cup. The street was barely moving, the sun was coming up. We spoke about the small things and watched the color change. The simple early hour that never felt the same. The room returns around me exactly as before, but memory leaves a warmth along the wooden floor. A little gold, a little blue, the morning we remember, the morning we remember. No promise made, no grand goodbye, just quiet time together. I keep it like the sunlight from the morning we remember. The chair is near the garden, the table keeps its place. I sometimes see the sunrise and almost see your face. I do not wish to change it or bring the moment back. The memory is enough to leave a gentle trace. A little gold, a little blue, the morning we remember, the morning we remember. No promise made, no grand goodbye, just quiet time together. I keep it like the
The cafe fills with daylight. The past becomes much softer. I carry something golden from the morning we remember.
The sunlight meets the doorway and settles on the floor. It brings back one small moment from many days before. You said the road was changing, but we would meet again. The words were never formal, but stayed with me since then. The years can move between us, the morning still returns, and every softer color reminds me what I learned. It never needed paper or words that we could hold. A promise in pale gold. A promise in pale gold. To keep a little kindness wherever we may go. I see it in the sunrise, like a promise in pale gold. I open up the curtains and let the new light in. The room becomes much brighter. The day is set to begin. I do not know the distance or where your road has gone, but something in that promise still helps me carry on. It never needed paper or words that we could hold. A promise in pale gold. A promise in pale gold. To keep a little kindness, to keep a little kindness wherever we may go. Where I see it in the sunrise, like a promise in pale gold. The street begins its movement. The morning starts to unfold. I carry what you gave me in a promise made of gold.
The street has found its rhythm. A bicycle moves past. A voice across the crossing is carried through the glass, and footsteps near the entrance come closer one by one. The room is almost ready, the waiting nearly done. I straighten up the menu and take a quiet breath. The world is coming nearer with every gentle step. The morning sends a signal I have been waiting for. Footsteps beyond the door. Footsteps beyond the door. The cafe holds its warmth for everyone who comes. A new day is arriving with footsteps beyond the door. A shadow crosses lightly, then pauses near the sign. The sunlight on the pavement has grown from pale to bright. I place the final cup down and look across the room. The quiet is not ending, it only changes form. The morning sends a signal I have been waiting for. Footsteps beyond the door. Footsteps beyond the door. The cafe holds its warmth for everyone who comes. A new day is arriving with footsteps beyond the door. The street continues moving, the light reaches the floor. I smile and hear the morning in the footsteps by the door.
The table's all ready, the cups are set in place. The morning fills the doorway and warms the quiet space. I check the room behind me, then reach toward the glass. The darker hours are over, the waiting time has passed. The street is moving faster, but here the rhythm stays. I take the final moment before I start the day. A simple little motion and morning gathers round, turning the sign around, turning the sign around. The room is open-hearted, the chairs are waiting now. I welcome in the new day, turning the sign around. A familiar face is waiting, a few steps from the door. I lift my hand in greeting, like many days before. The light moves through the cafe, the road is warm and clear. The work of every morning has brought the moment here. A simple little motion and morning gathers round, turning the sign around, turning the sign around. The room is open-hearted, the chairs are waiting now. I welcome in the new day, turning the sign around. the street becomes the sound. A brand new day begins as I turn the sign around.
The door is standing open, the air is fresh and clear. The sounds along the pavement are slowly drawing near. The sunlight meets the tables and travels through the room. The cafe holds the quiet but makes a little room for voices and for laughter, for stories yet to start. The morning brings them closer and opens every heart. Open up the doorway, let a new day begin. Let the morning in, let the morning in. Keep the gentle stillness, but welcome every wind. The room becomes much warmer when we let the morning in. The first cup finds a table, a chair moves on the floor. A simple morning greeting comes softly through the door. The hours wait before us, unwritten, warm and wide. I carry all the calmness of early dawn inside. Open up the doorway, let a new day begin. Let the morning in, let the morning in. Keep the gentle stillness, but welcome every wind. The room becomes much warmer when we let the morning in. The rose becomes a whisper, the sunlight settles in. Another day is starting.